everyone, it's Lottie here, and this is episode 3 in my Festive Planter DIY series. I hope you enjoyed this video. This one is kind of snow themed with beautiful white flowers and delicate greens, something a little bit different for an indoor planter. I hope you enjoy. During this video, I will put a link in for donating to my cause, which is the Salvation Army for this Christmas. I'm hoping to raise some lots of lovely money to help those that are in need at this time of the year, and I will be carrying it on into next year as well. Let's get into it, guys. I'm using a shallow crate-like planter, which I actually got from Tesco, and in it we're going to be filling it with a beautiful carex, a hellebore Christmas carol, some gorgeous cyclamen which are perfect for indoors, a nice little bit of scent, a bit of trailing, so our lovely white variegated ivy, and I will of course be using peat-free organic compost, and some nice selection of indoor bulbs that have been forced. So I'm going to line the planter to start with some old compost bags, and in goes the first layer of compost, not too high because the plants will start building up the levels around it. I start building my planter with some height in this carex. I love this, it's silvery green, it's just beautiful, and adds some movement to the container as well. And to complement that with some beautiful blooms is our hellebore Christmas carol. Now I'm just placing stuff, so it's always good just to place things in a container just to get an idea for heights, sizes, where things are going to fit and go together before you commit and plant. And at the front I'm going to go in a lovely trailing silver ivy. It's got a lovely mottled variegation in the leaf in this one. And then I'm going to build around the back with the hyacinth, which is quite low at the moment, but it will, once it gets the heat round it, get going, and it'll come up through that gorgeous carex grass and add a bit of scent to this lovely Christmas container. I've also got some forsythia, which I've not actually seen before as a forced bulb. So these will come out probably not in time for Christmas, but they'll be out in time for New Year. And this is just from my local nursery that they grow all their own stuff, which is brilliant. And you see I've got the heights, we've got that sort of pyramid shape, which is always a good guide when you're making a planter. And then to finish off and to mirror the flowers in the other corner, I've got this wonderful flame cyclamen. Really pretty. I've got all whites and silvers here. I want to keep it nice, sort of snow themed, classical Christmas, very stylish. And that just balances out the blooms in this container. Adds a bit of scent as well as the hyacinth there. So here we go. This is all planted now. I've left a tiny little gap from the top so when you water it doesn't overflow. That's always a good tip when doing a planter. And you can just see everything's nice and snugly put in place. Nice, plenty of room around the edges for the watering. And now we're just going to top it off with some moss, just to add that rustic touch, but also making the planter look really pretty and finished and covering the compost. It also helps with the moisture regulation as well in the planter, having the moss on the top, especially if you've got a lot of heat in the house at this time of the year. Now it is Christmas, so I will be adding a little Christmas kitsch to this lovely planter. So I've got some nice baubles. These were actually 99p for a whole cluster. And it's just going to give us a little bit of spangle and sparkle in our little planter container. So this is great for your own home, a nice centerpiece to sit on the dining table, or even just makes it a really lovely gift. I've left the hangers on so that the decorations can be used year after year and hung on the tree in the future. Stepping back and looking at this planter, I just felt it needed a little something behind that hyacinth. So I had a nice bit of conifer that I've got left over from wreath making, and this just adds a nice bit of texture. Also that lovely conifer scent is added into the planter container as well, and that will last in the compost nice and damp throughout the season. That's it. I can't even fit my voiceover in here because it's so quick and easy to make, and honestly this is pretty much real time. I haven't done much editing to this video at all. It did not take long to pull this beautiful gift planter and festive planter together. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some inspiration, a little bit different, so it's not got the usual reds in there. If you are helping me out this time, I really appreciate it with the donations towards the Salvation Army. The link is below to my fundraising page. It would be much appreciated. Or just give me a like and a follow, and even a comment below would really help get me out there to people that might be able to donate if you can't. So appreciated, guys. Let's help as many as we can. And again, if you can't, that's lovely. I just hope you enjoyed this video. Have a lovely Christmas, guys. I've got one more video to go before Christmas Day. Do keep a lookout, subscribe and like this video so I come up in your feed. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. See you next time.